Hi, I am Rosemarie, and this is The Art of Being Human. I have always been quite a deep thinker, and I've always wondered why are we on this planet, and what's the point of it all. I've been through life. I've been through 46 years of life, nearly 47, and in that time, I feel like I've been trying to put the the puzzle together for myself. Like something's always felt off. Something's always felt just not right. I have always been a very deep searcher, and I've searched very deeply in myself to try and figure out that ever elusive happiness, that thing, that peace. I've always been very drawn to self help and spiritual teachings, or I don't know if I'd call it spirituality because that's apparently its own religion on its on its own, and I don't think it's spirituality, but it's definitely spiritual stuff, spiritual teachings and things like that. And one thing that I have come to know in myself through all of my searching and through all of my stuff is that I I think that I'm on this planet in order to be able to reclaim my sovereignty. I don't know if that's everybody's mission, but I do think that this planet is massively flawed. I don't think that it's ever going to get better. I don't think that there's some miracle happening and like the whole energy is going to shift and there's going to be a 5D on Earth. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I believe that 5D or the fifth dimension is a consciousness, and that exists within some people and not within most, actually, that live on this planet. I'm sure that there are many beings who far exceed the fifth dimension consciousness. But if a person wants to actually ascend, and I don't believe that ascension is like your leaving yourself. It's just really about ascending yourself and transcending yourself. But the big piece of the puzzle for me that needs to be put together is understanding the importance of being able to transcend the ego in order to be able to reclaim sovereignty. Because all people are living according to their ego. And if you're born in a body, you will have an ego. That's just part of being a human being. But learning to transcend the ego means that you put yourself in the driver's seat of your life, which is what you want to do. That's getting sovereignty back. Because up until that point, if you are still being driven by the ego, it means that you are a victim to an unconscious program that you don't know how to override. So, transcending the ego is basically overriding the program, and in that, you will reclaim your sovereignty. This is definitely my understanding. When I look at the world and I look at this earth and I look at the way in which it functions, like I say, it's massively flawed. There's no system on this earth that actually works in favor of all the beings upon it. And this is obvious. You don't have to look far to be able to observe that. I am just stating the obvious here, and that's just a fact. And even me just saying that will challenge so many people's belief systems because they don't want to believe that. They want to believe there's hope. There's hope. Well, there's hope, but just not for this planet. That's the way I see it. That doesn't scare me. I I'm not scared by too much anymore. I think I've gone really deeply down many rabbit holes, and I feel very comfortable in what I believe and how I believe it. I don't need anybody else to believe what I believe. But I do feel that if there is a fraction of a chance that maybe I'm right, then other people deserve to hear this, because if I am right and this is how we reclaim sovereignty, then that is giving you an opportunity to reclaim your sovereignty as well, transcending the ego. understanding where the ego comes from, and then allowing yourself to be able to be your original self again, your true nature, our true nature, what we all are.